Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to this. We're here at Cloudland Studios. I'm doing a bit of a video interview with a few local Fort Worthians here in Fort Worth. I'm here with Deborah Williams.
Hey Johnny, man.
Oh, there. So you played a couple songs earlier. They were really somewhat. They seemed deep, but they were also really fun. Um, can you just give us a little bit of an idea of where you get that inspiration for, like my favorite, Alice in L.A. That's a great tune. Do you when you're making music? Do you have any idea of where you're gonna go with from lyric to lyric, anything like that? Or maybe is that too much of a specific question? But how do you go about writing music?
It's a good question. It's always a process for me. I like to, I may take a situation that happened and then maybe elaborate on it. What is the word?
Yeah, elaborate's a good word, I guess.
Or fabricate.
Okay.
You know, make it a little extra wild. But while I'm doing that, letting a bunch of hooks hang off that rocket ship to grab out emotions and other things that I have to process and work for. So all those songs are gonna be. One of them's 10 years old, but I still play it because I like it. Cement and Plastik. It's sort of apocalyptic, sort of a love song. It's got a whole bunch of.
It fits the moment, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. But Deborah, you do a lot of music. You've been playing music for a long time. You're in Chilamundo. You have something new coming up. I remember they're saying there might be a record store day where you're traveling from record store to record store. I guess that's been postponed. But yeah, give us some feedback on that. For how long have you been in Chilamundo, and how's that going?
Chilamundo is wonderful. I think it's been going on for 3 or 4 years. We're putting out Paper Airplane,
Right on.
which came out in October 2018. We're putting that out on vinyl this year, and that's a launch pad for us to introduce all the projects we have going on. I also play in Deep Sleepers with Caleb, who plays bass in Chilamundo. So us putting that vinyl out is going to be in preparation and kind of waving a flag, drawing attention to the next Chilamundo record, which we're working on for this year. Deep Sleepers record, which should be coming out this year. I've got solo work. Neil's got solo work. Nick is in 9 bands. So I think that the Paper Airplane vinyl release is delayed, but we have a whole bunch of them in storage, and
Definitely.
they can be pre-ordered
Yeah.
on
You can
Amazon.
check you guys out on Bandcamp. You're on Spotify. Just search Chilamundo on Spotify or Bandcamp, and it'll come right up. So let's go deeper into conversation. I guess we could talk about how this whole pandemic is seeming to affect musicians, bar owners, venue owners, people in the service industry. Um, what is your take on that? I mean, I guess it's all of kind of stay home kind of thing. Don't go out. Um, do you think the live feeds are somewhat helping and asking for donations? Do you think that's going to take off here?
I don't know. I can tell you I did a small live feed myself the other night and then deleted it right afterwards. It was healthy for me to process like that. I mean, I was sweating. I was getting to play music again. All my gigs were canceled. That means all my money's gone. I also give lessons. Most of that is at least postponed. So I know everyone, music or not, is affected in the same way. I think it's and you've seen it. You've seen people talking about it. This is an opportunity for when, I think most of us will come out on the other side and we can say, well, why when the shit hit the fan, did it look like this? And why was it scary? Who are we scared of? Because I don't think it's all just the virus thing. A lot of us are scared of the government, or do we trust them? I mean, and to a degree, I do, but I don't know anything. All I know is that all the things we focus on that are not actually worthwhile. I mean, this puts things into perspective. So I think it's probably good that I don't know what it's like to live anywhere else in the world, but I think America, as far as I could tell, probably needs to sit down and look at what's important. That's one positive thing that could come from it. Music,
Definitely.
I'm trying to answer the full question, but that might be it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I totally get that. Everybody seems to be at home on social media. So the best shot, I think, for anyone stuck at home is the live feeds, in my personal opinion. Musicians coming in and asking for donations, things like that. As like for everything else that's kind of going on, we're kind of in a shock. I do like the idea of we're taking it back and looking at what's going on. So like, thanks for playing those songs you did. We have a few other guests coming on the show. So yeah, thank you, Deborah. This is really helpful.
You're welcome. Thank you, Johnny. I love you, Johnny.
So, oh, dude, my man, he's a good friend of mine too. So that's kind of how I see Deborah. Okay. Thanks, Deborah.
Yeah, man.
Exactly the same.